Chapter 12. Love and War. The shock is like a bucket of ice dumped over your head. It all fits. The dangerous thinking, the confusion, my thoughts, my actions, none of it's been my own. Even pushing Alexander and Skylar away, that it was never my idea. She was trying to isolate me. And it worked. Rage sets in and you scrub your hand over the mark. As it starts to fade, you feel her hold on you evaporate and you breathe a sigh of relief. Your mind clearer than it's been in days. And then you realize where you are, and even worse, how you got here. She brought me here, and not for a friendly chat. I need to get back to Alexander and Skylar, and somehow I've got to make this right. You scramble to your feet and sprint to the door, but when you pull it open, you find both of them standing right in front of you. Claps into both of their arms. Whoa there, beautiful. Happy to see you too. Yes, confused about your being here, but very relieved to see you nonetheless. Their arms come up around you, holding you in a tight cluster, and you relax in a familiar feel of their bodies. I truly feared the worst when I saw you were gone. I was so concerned I resorted to crying wolf. For a minute there I was confused about what he meant. Cute. Seriously, what are you doing back in this place? You know you're not safe here alone. I know this looks questionable, but there's a reason. You cut yourself off and you see their pained expressions, realizing your excuses won't make anything better. Then Skylar steps forward. Lila, I need to say something. I care about you, not just as a friend or a passing fling. You're my fated mate, and whatever you think about that doesn't change how I feel. Skylar's words penetrate deep in your heart. The fated mate thing may be confusing for you, but you know it isn't for Skylar. He's always been so certain. I don't want to be overbearing, but I do want you to be safe. You're in my soul now, Lila. Losing you, it would kill me. As it would me. In just a few short weeks, you've made me want to be in the world again. You've given me a reason to go on. I cannot lose that Lila. He catches eyes with Skylar. Something passes between them. They both quickly look away. Alexander clears his throat as Skylar awkwardly shuffles his toe against the floorboards, and you get the feeling they're embarrassed. Yep, guys confessing their feelings. We typically get that way. They both truly feel so deeply for me, and I for them. I do want to talk about this with each of them, but privacy isn't really an option right now. In any case, we will not allow you to isolate yourself anymore. Or disappear. We're not trying to control you, but look, bottom line, you're important to us, and this is the only way we know to keep you safe. Precisely. And you put your hands up and cut them off. Hey, can I say something first? Yes, of course. Yeah, sorry, ironic that we're the ones not listening now. Say what you gotta say. You take a deep breath and look into their eyes. You're right. Okay, I actually wasn't expecting that. I know, and that's why I was coming to find you to apologize. Staying away from you, both of you, it's been hard for me too, and you've seen firsthand what happens to the people around me. Pushing you away was the only way I could think of to keep you safe and alive. So we're not going to tell them that you were scratched by this entity and it took control of your feelings? We're not going to be honest? Why did you not confide that? If anyone could understand, it's us. You sigh, wondering if this is really the time to talk about the dangerous thoughts the entity's been putting in your mind. On one hand, it would help them understand where you're coming from, but on the other, I think I need some time to process that for myself first, especially before I make them even more protective. I didn't tell you because that's my way of handling things. I've been on my own a long time, and with no one to trust or help me. It's not that I don't believe you two are on my side, but solving problems solo is a hard habit to break. I can agree with that. I definitely am there. I certainly emphasize with this. I suppose I can too, while having a pack work together is everything to me. Being alpha can be isolating. But I hope that going forward you'll let us be there for you the way we want to be. The way we need to be. I really hope that too. Thank you, both of you. I care about you both so much, and I trust you, well, as much as I'm capable of trusting anyone. They exchange another glance, this time with a smile so brief you think you might have imagined them. I can't believe they're finally working together. I'm glad I didn't mention the entity's newest move. It might have shattered this truce. Not really, but okay. Wow, you two are really on the same page now. I'm kind of amazed. How'd that happen? I think we finally realized that all the fighting and accusations and all that is still not solving any problems. No, it's not. We have handled this rather poorly. We should have been listening, not arguing with each other. In fact, it is we who should apologize to you. Totally. I'm sorry, Lyle. I promise this won't happen again. Their sincerity and the obvious relief they feel to have you back eases your guilt, and you throw your arms around them, pressing an impulsive kiss to Alexander's cheek. Hey, I think I deserve one of those too. Laughing, you lean over and plant a kiss on his cheek as well, only for him to turn at the last second and claim your mouth. You smile against his lips, your arms instinctively lifting to circle his neck as his tongue flicks against yours. A small groan emerges from Alexander as Skylar tastes and feels. You put a gentle hand on his chest to pause the kiss. This isn't kind, Alexander. I get private with each of them, and the thought is cut off by another groan, and you realize Alexander is making sounds of frustration at all. He sounds turned on? Is that possible? He's a vampire, not a corpse. Jesus Christ. As if to answer your silent question, a cool breath coasts over your neck, followed by a press of Alexander's rapidly hardening length against your ass. Fangs lightly graze your nape, taking care to avoid the silver chain, and you moan into Skylar's mouth, tempting him to deepen the kiss. I can't believe how good this feels. Your eyelids flutter shut as Alexander's hand winds around you, sliding between you and Alexander to cup one of your breasts. When Skylar arches his hips into yours, just as Alexander goes a thumb over your nipple, you think you might simply melt into a puddle of desire. It should be so easy to get lost in this, but I need to make it sure it's what we all want. You take a step back. They are practically panting as they share a wary glance before turning to you. The air is so thick with lust and tension, your breath catches in your throat. They want me. They want me as much as I want them. All it'll take is a nod from me, or a diamond choice. Listen. I know all you ladies would love to see where this goes. But it's YouTube, and we can't, even if we wanted to. We probably shouldn't further complicate things. You opted out! They may seem like they want this now, but they're so competitive. This could end up really bad. No, I don't think that at all. You shake your head and take another step back, breaking the tension. Things are already challenging between the three of us. I don't think now's time to add to that. Also, the fact you're in whatever this building is. Besides, we should go. The entity's still around, and even with you here, this place is dangerous. I'd like to get far away from her stupid trap. It's a good idea. Let's get out of here and find you a safer spot. I agree. I believe town is the safest place now, for all of us. She's definitely, less likely to show her face there. Let's go. Even though she's already shown her face in town twice. The three of you make your way to Hidden Grove, the cool night air lifting goosebumps on your skin. Or maybe that's just the memory of the entity messing with me. If there's one positive thing you've noticed, though, it's that the animosity that usually crackles between the two of them is nowhere to be felt. In fact, the vibe feels distinctively lighter, easier, since they've teamed up to help you, and as the three of you chat on the journey, their digs lack their usual cruel bite. No pun intended. Not a chance that you can run faster than me, bloodsucker. Many have underestimated my talents, Wolf. Few have survived to do it twice. Now, play nice, you two. You Can race after we defeated the entity. Don't want to be seen by humans. Can race after we defeat it. I need you two to conserve your energy, after all. Apologies, Lila. I promise we will remain civilized. Speak for yourself. Being a werewolf and being civilized don't exactly go hand in hand. As you enter the town limits, you pass an all-night diner. Its sign announcing the name Sully's with a cheerful neon glow. Yep, I'm really seeing Sully's. I see Bake Shop and Compass Cafe. If you're trying to sell me on something, you should at least show it. The 50s style is sweet, inviting, and for a moment you imagine Alexander is full of greaser mode, sipping a blood milkshake. What? What are you laughing at? Oh! God, it's been so long. Never mind. The movie thing. Pony Boy. You all remember that. If you do, you gain a point. Just thinking about what you might have been like a lifetime ago. You both have such a storied past. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. Well, I, for one, am kinda hungry if you feel like stopping in for a bite. He fixes Alexander with a stern look, though teasing in the upturned quirk of his mouth and is obvious. Not the kind of bite, to be clear. Lila and I are not on the menu. Noted. In that case, since I will clearly not be dining, the decision is Lila's. Lila. Sully's got the best burger in town. You'll thank me later. That does sound good, and I wouldn't mind a chance to get to know one another a little better, especially the two of you. And what better setting than over dinner? Okay, but only on one condition. You have to share, too, Lila. Yes, there's still plenty I'd like to learn about your past. Again, if it keeps the peace, I'm all in. Why wouldn't it keep the peace? You enter the diner and take a quiet booth at the back. As you peruse the menu, a waitress approaches with a quizzical grin. Didn't expect to see a wolf and a vampire sitting together in my diner, especially you two. Did I miss the Hell Freezes Over memo? Hey Beth, this is Lila. Wait. You know them? Like, know them? Of course, you don't grow up in Eden Grove without figuring out something funky's going on. I think you're the most first human I've met who's in on the joke, so to speak. Oh, there's a whole bunch of us around. You just gotta know where to look. Anyway, what can I get you? Burger. Rare. Good choice. Lila. I love the garden salad. Cherry pie. Or the burger, too. He said it is the best burger around. Rare. With a side of fries. Really? I didn't get to select, like, what quality of burger? I've never been a person who's ate rare. I hear there's a lot of drawbacks to it. Just saying. That's my girl. Red meat. Just like a werewolf. And bloody. Just like a vampire. Am I sensing a little rivalry here? Not anymore. Right, you two? Of course, I would never be so crass as to disturb the peace of Beth's fine establishment. Don't worry, Beth, your diner's safe. Well, let's keep it that way. You know the rules. Any fighting and you're banned for life. Okay, back with your orders in a jiff. That's how the entity could get them banned from their favorite diner. Ah! As Beth leaves, the table grows oddly quiet, and you notice Alexander and Skylar shifting restlessly in their seats. Great, we're back to awkward again. Okay, you two are fidgeting like a couple of 10-year-olds. What's up? I simply find it odd to be sitting down for a friendly tete-a-tete with a wolf. Wasn't on my agenda either. That's why we're here, remember? So let's start sharing. Alexander, you're up first. I want to hear all the lovers you've had over the years. You know what? I do not need to hear this. Neither to the rest of us, but body count. Well, I do. Come on, Alexander, spell. You don't mind hearing about my other paramours? Are any as sexy as I am? I think you know the answer to that is a resounding no. Let me think. There was this lovely Vanessa in Naples, Giselle in Lyon, Maria in Barcelona. I remember her very fondly. Skylar moans and puts his hands over his ears. Yo, please make it stop. Any closer to home? Well, there was a lovely lady in 1942. Nancy was her name. Though that affair de cour did land me in a bit of hot water. Oh, juicy. What happened? She was engaged to a local sportsman. I believe his name was Dizzy Fielder. Dizzy Fielder? You're a liar! I am most certainly not. Okay, you lost me. Who's Dizzy Fielder? Only the greatest pitcher in the history of Hidden Grove baseball. Indeed, and he was quite a character. Oh, you got me. I can't top that. Well, you may not have met anyone famous, but you haven't exactly led a boring life either. Yeah, I guess being a werewolf is pretty exciting. The night I finally first turned, and the first time running with the pack, and... What's it like? It's amazing. Your packmates around you, paws eating up the ground, the woods come alive with all kind of sights, sounds, smells. I never felt so strong before. It was a whole new world. Everything was heightened. So, how many lovers have you had? What does it have to do with being a werewolf? Because it's only fair I asked him the same question. Nothing. I just want to know. Well, it's not like I kept count. Yes, you did. Ballpark it. As Alexander chuckles, Skylar looks away, his fingers drumming against his chin as he thinks. Okay, maybe 20? Jesus Christ. Respectable. What? Let me guess, you've got more. I do. However, you live as long as I have, I'm sure you would catch up. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. Enough of our tales, Lila. Tell us about yourself. Second, Dad. Let's hear it. Any weird food you like? Ever been arrested? Or perhaps you'd care to tell us how many mysterious lovers you've had. I have to admit I love a good haggis. Ah, you're dodging my question. Or I am simply opting to answer Skylar's instead. Wait, haggis, you're kidding, right? Tell me you're kidding. Nope. When I backpacked through Scotland, I thought I'd try it for funsies. Turns out it wasn't as bad as everyone says, especially when you put a little ketchup on it. I cannot imagine the locals took too kindly to that. Yeah, they practically threw me out of the pub. Just then, Bass returns with your order. You dig in, smiling, talking to as you wolf down the food. Ha, wolf down the food. Ha, pun. When you're done, you pause at the register to pay the bill. I got it. Are you sure? I already paid the diamonds. Nope, this one's on me. There's a pie in that case that looks amazing, and I want some to go. Plus, you two deserve a reward for not fighting. For... You glance up at the clock. 2 whole hours. I believe that is a record. Quick, somebody call Guinness. Come on, Alexander, let's case the joint. Make sure it's safe to go outside. As Alexander and Skylar prowl the street, you pay for the pie, breathing in a sigh of relief. I think they're actually becoming friends. Even if the entity tries messing with them, there's no way she can break the bond they've forged tonight. Yeah, whatever you tell yourself to sleep at night. This is really the beginning of... Yep. The sound is so loud, you duck and cover your head, but when you look around for the source, you realize the commotion isn't coming from inside the diner. You rush to the window, and what you see makes your breath catch in your throat. Alexander, Skylar, they're fighting again. This time it's for real. In a panic, you rush back into the street where Alexander and Skylar are locked in battle, their hands wrapped around each other's throats. How dare you put your hands on me? The pack's tolerated you long enough, bloodsucker. Time to end you once and for all. What in the actual hell just happened? End me. You wouldn't last a minute, Wolf. Let's test that theory. Skylar pulls back into a crouch, his eyes glowing a dangerous yellow. Skylar, don't. But the sound of your voice only makes it worse. So you see what you're doing to Lila? I will not allow you to hurt her any longer. What I'm doing? You're the one constantly putting her in danger just by being around. Alexander bares his fangs, grabs Skylar by the shirt, and slams him into a nearby car, shattering the windows. Hissing, Skylar leaps off the car, straight at Alexander's throat. I need to do something to stop this, and clearly reasoning with them is off the table. I'm gonna throw the pie at them. Since both of you want to be dummies, throwing the pie at you. This should wake them up. You cock your arm and whip the pie at their heads, cherry splatters in every direction, and they stumble away from each other, startled. What the hell? Lila, did you just throw a pie? Yeah, it's a comedic trope, don't at me. Now that I've got your attention, what's wrong with you two? Why are you fighting again? What happens next is so fast you barely follow. A pulsing dark shadow appears, twisting in the air above Skylar's head. Any headway you might have made with your outburst fizzles as his eyes narrow with rage. He started this and I'm finishing it! In the blink of an eye, he shifts into wolf form, his deadly fangs glinting in the neon glare of the sign. And he lunges. Alexander dodges out of the way, and for a moment, he comes to his senses. Wolf, you cannot break the shadow shifts, coiling around Alexander. His eyes glow red, his fangs extend. A bone-chilling laugh echoes from the trees. Your head snaps around, and... I told you I wouldn't play nice anymore, Lila. The entity. What the hell is she doing here? This can't be a coincidence. See, this is why you should have told the boys about the whole she can control people thing, because, you know, she can control people. She flicks a finger, and like a puppet, Skylar swipes a massive paw at Alexander. No! Without thinking, you jump between them, your hands outspread to keep them apart. Startled, Skylar stumbles, just barely managing to avoid you clawing you. This needs to end before one of us gets seriously hurt. Skylar, Alexander, stop. This isn't you. It's the entity. She's controlling you. Skylar shakes out of his body as he returns to his human form. What are you talking about? The entity's got nothing to do with this. This bastard here nearly killed you. You've been on the verge of killing her since the minute she arrived. How dare! You press them apart again, grabbing their shirts and shaking them. Didn't you hear me? It's her. She's making you fight. No one's making me do anything. Maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm strong as hell, Lila, physically and mentally. No, you're not. I think you underestimate my power as well, Lila. I am far too old for a demon to manipulate my mind. Yep. Alexander, you had to see it. The shadow over Skylar just before he attacked. Didn't you see it? All I saw was a rabid dog losing control and needing to be put down. You didn't see it either, Skylar, when the shadow switched over to Alexander? But Skylar barely acknowledges the question, gaze laser-focused on his enemy. Get out of the way, Lila. We're beyond rivalry here. This just became a fight to the death. You're an idiot. Yes, and I don't want you to see what I'm about to do to your Vulpine friend here. You yank the protective necklace from around your neck and hold it between them. Don't make me use this. They hesitate. They don't want to harm you, but the bloodlust in their eyes sends a shiver of fear down their spine. This is what you're arguing about? Just another fight over who's the dominant one? You both get so high and mighty after about keeping me safe from the entity, and now you're falling for her tricks? Get your priorities! Across the street, a door slams open, cutting you off, drawing your attention to the full moon, and then a shout rings out. Hey guys! Skylar needs help! Your eyes widen as the wolves start flowing out of the bar, running to Skylar's aid. Lights out, vampire cavalry's here. Oh, crap. Heart sinking, you turn and see the pack tumbling out of the full moon, just as Beth skids to a halt beside you. Hey, all of you need to get out of here. Half the diner saw that. The half that doesn't know the truth. They're starting to panic. You spin, horrified by the sight of several humans gaping at you through the window. What the hell is going on? Are those... Oh no, this is a disaster. I have to distract the humans. Quick, flash them! Skylar, I'm gonna go with Beth to calm everyone down. Keep the pack off Alexander till I get back. I can... No, you can't, Skylar. I'm trusting you. He grinds his teeth, head swiveling from humans at the window back to his packmates. Fine, I won't let them touch him for now. Hard in your throat, you follow Beth to the ground, to this group scared, bewildered humans, smiling as wide as you can. Hi, everybody. Sorry to frighten you. We're shooting a new TV called Werewolves vs. Vampires. Looks pretty great, right? A TV show? But it was so real. Oh, I know, right? Our makeup team is amazing. Anyway, we're done filming for the night, so we're so sorry to have disturbed you. Please enjoy your dinners. Somehow they buy it. As everyone returns to their tables, Beth hooks her arm through yours and hustles you to the door. You're a shockingly good liar. Lots of practice. I gotta get back out there before they kill each other, though. Good luck, Lila. By the looks of it, you're going to need it. You sprint out towards the shouting pack of angry wolves surrounding Alexander and Skylar to relieve Hunter's there, holding them back. Hunter, thank God you're here. Help me talk some sense into them. Sense, I saw what I saw. That bloodsucker attacked our Alpha. No, he didn't. It was a misunderstanding. Everyone needs to just go home and cool off. It's too late for that, Lila. What? Why? No matter who started it, the fight became physical, and they revealed themselves to a diner full of humans. There's nothing I can do now. I'm so sorry. What does that mean? Your stomach turns at the look of grim resignation on the archivist's face. It means the treaty's been broken. Werewolves and vampires have officially declared war. Because they're idiots, idiots. This is why all of you are idiots. No, I'm kidding. Not really. Before I get into what I gotta say, first and foremost, please, if you did enjoy the content that I do, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, sorry about the whole, didn't pick the three-way. Again, if I pick it, let me make this clear. If I pick it, and it goes into any graphic detail, they will remove the entire whole video. Just saying. They remove it. And then they give me a thing on my channel, and if I get 3 of them, the channel's gone. So that's why I don't cover this stuff. Right? No one does anymore because of that. So, yeah. Welcome to the YouTube. Anyway, aside from that, this is why you should be honest with people. If she was honest with people and let them know that she had the ability to be controlled, one, even if the entity then did control them and they broke out of their bluster when they were calm, they would have known that the entity had a way of controlling you and possibly them. Then none of this drama would have happened. So see my point? Aside from that, once again, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace.